This is really the last camp we care about, right? Then it's all just find what's best on the river there.
Yeah, the rest will be on the next 3, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, be on the Yukon. Probably going to be islands, I would think. According to the map, we're 15 kilometers from the Yukon. And we're staying 7 kilometers back. So that gives us
9 to go.
8, I think. Kind of a cool, wide open, sandy area. Huge. You could put friggin' 100 tents out there. A little bit of rapids, gotta pay attention or we're getting closer. That looks like a rock there, Connor.
Right in front of us?
Well, yeah. Paddle, Connor.
See a rough wave, but don't
That's not my new paddle, Connor. Springtime, the water must just rip through here and cause all these flats. See lots of firewood on the right hand side. The mountains starting to appear again.
Stick in the middle of the river.
We lost the mountains there for about a day or two. Now they're back. Smaller ones, low-rise ones, treed. All right, let's go around this little obstacle corner, pure boom. We're about a kilometer from our camp. We traveled 40 kilometers, which is in a short amount of time. I think we only left at 8:30 or 9 this morning. What time did you say it was, Connor?
1:44.
1:44. 5 hours. Doesn't mean the water's pushing us 10 kilometers an hour. Like it was a faster water day today. It's the most kilometers we put on, and it's going to be the earliest we're pulling in actually. Another high water camp. We collected our firewood back to the log pile again, so we'll enjoy our evening. I got a box of wine. What is in a box? Like 3-4 liters?
How about that?
I think we just hammer it all tonight and get it over with. All right, I'll show you the camp when we get there. Shut yourself a little bit.
A little bit.
Sunday, day 8. July, I don't know what the hell it would be, July 20 something, 2024. Anyways, for another high water campsite. Beautiful. I would never do a sandy site again. The last 4 were high water, they call them high water sites. The only problem is you got to get firewood before you come to them. Stop at a log pile, sop a handful, 12 pieces of 3-4 inch dry wood, and away you go. Anyways, this is where we are. Oh, you look at my underwear there. Took a swim, cleaned up, washed my hair under, it was balls. Here we are. Now the only problem is we're only 7 kilometers from the Yukon. So someplace down there. Tomorrow we're gonna hit the Yukon River and the big salmon is over. So I picked out a high water site again on the Yukon. So we'll probably gather some firewood tomorrow too to take to it. But anyways, here it is. Walking up to this high water campsite 7 kilometers away from the Yukon. And it's another perfect site. This one actually has a table, which can make it easier for coffee and our oatmeal cooking in the morning. We had French fries again tonight. Campfire. Buddy Connor with a fruitcake a towel with tassels on it.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Back here is our tent site. Solar panels. Connor's charging things up. If you had to, there was probably can get 1 tent over there. We're here. You could probably get another one there. Another one here. Another one there. So there's lots of places for tents. Beautiful spot. And I see these berries all over the place. I'm gonna research them when I get home. But they're like a orangey type berry. I'd like to eat them, but I'm afraid to. So I'll figure it out when I get home. They're all over, like the last few sites had them. Anyways, that was it for today. Today was, we did 40 kilometers and it was a faster water. Lots of excitement. We passed that solo kayaker that passed me last night. Met him this morning again. And he's on his way. The Peterborough guys never seen him at all today, so they're set back a bit. Pretty cool landslide here, like a rock slide, I guess you'd call it. I guess a lot of shit happens here in the high water, I don't know. Bit of hoodoos up there. We'll see what tomorrow brings us. Have a good night. Hey Marion, you'd be proud of me. Look at that friggin' bag of Shiraz. I think it's Shiraz, I'm not sure what the hell it is. Boxed wine. I've been pouring it into my Yukon Gold beer can. I'm half pissed.
Oh, look at that.
That's that cable crossing the river.
Yeah, it's gotta be under. I don't see anything above.
morning. It's Monday, day, what is it, Connor? 9 or 10?
Day 9.
Day 9 today, Monday. We just left another high water camp. We're 7 kilometers from the Yukon. There's a couple of stops we're gonna make on this one. We just crossed that, it says on the map there, Water Survey Branch Cable Crossing. There's a box up in the bush, I guess, collecting the data. Further back, about maybe 5 kilometers back, we've seen another rig up on the side of a cut bank. I don't know if they're collecting data. There's like panels and a scientist or do something with that one too. I don't know what it was. What else can I say? Sunny day today, beautiful. We're late today, slept in. I think it's about 10:30, but we're in no rush. And it's sounding like the next 2 days could be rainy for us, so we'll see how it goes. We only have 3 days left, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday morning we're going to pull into Carmack's and call it an adventure. Talk to you later once we see something. Yeah, lots more firewood on these little islands now, compared to before.
Yeah. There's a lot there.
Yeah, like we went down the Dawson trip down Yukon. That's what it looked like, pretty well every one of them.
Oh, just that.
Lots of firewood. Choppy water. I'll just show you. I don't know if you can see it. Shows log piles. Then you'll see this thing here, those big sharp edges. That's the log pile. Those are those cut banks or whatever you call them.
There's a little twist there. Yeah, buried trees and shit that looks fresh. Well, you know, not fresh, but
we're just should be coming up on the fish sonar. That's where they monitor how many salmon actually come up the river. It starts, I believe, early July, and they sort of get here. All of them are up here about mid-August, I believe. Yeah, there's the sign up ahead.
this one's gonna fall into.
Imagine if it just fell right now.
Just a sheer.
Slow down, Connor. That's the sign that says, "Caution, stay in Center River." This is where that sonar cable, I don't know if it's right here, we don't see nothing, but I do see up ahead. I know you'll never see it though, but right about there's a cabin. I think that's the possibly where the cable would cross. I'm not sure. See you when we get there. Hear a boat coming up. I think it's the generator running in there.
Yeah, it sounds like a motor.
Yeah, I see a gas can. far side of it is on the other side of the Yukon River. So that's that hype you were looking for right there. Big Salmon River's done.
Video, I want to turn the corner here.
Alright.
I'm watching for the trail, but I want to get a video of the turn the corner and see that big fucking mountain right drop too.
What?
A little bit of a drop you can see.
Not much. I thought it'd be a lot quicker water. Somebody had a little sight there on the left. Trail could be right here. This is the end of the Big Salmon, and that's where the Yukon is coming through in front of us, left to right. And you can see that burn, it's all burnt. This shows a map of burnt in 95. Anyways, we're gonna see if we can find a trail to what is it called?
Little Sand Village?
Or Big Salmon, yeah, the village. Take a look at it. See you in a bit. Just left the Yukon on a kind of an unmarked trail, heading up to Big Salmon Village. See, there's another trail there actually. Look at all the bottles in there. Big Salmon trading post and village. Big Salmon trading post and village. Bring your knife, Connor. Scratch your name in. Lots of people in here. That's that fireweed.
Looks beautiful, eh?
Yeah. Step on our old rusty nail, eh?
Tonight is starting the tail end of the trip.
Look at the bee's nest. Kind of a newer building. Stupid people writing all over it though. Would have been a good place to keep dry. What is that?
Chili pepper.
Think so?
Yeah.
Hopefully. They say they still come here, but I don't know how to get in here. Road somewhere?
Tack, Joanna 16. It's all about the condiments.
Just left Big Salmon River. We just walked through the village, and now we're on the Yukon, heading towards Carmax, and we have 114 kilometers to Carmax to do in the next 3 days. Thursdays are pickup. straight there.
You're at the turn us.
Yeah. Right paddle. So they must go all the way back to Carmack's with the boat.
Yeah. Shouldn't take them too long.
100 kilometers? Quite a ways. looks like the one we've seen come out of that Walsh River. There's your buddies again. You can hear the rocks coming down, eh?
Yeah. You can see 'em.
Hey?
You can see them too.
Look at this sandstorm.
All that loose dirt coming off.
Listen. Look at the stones coming. Holy.
That's why I was gonna say just go for it.
The wind whipped it up and all the rocks were coming down. Look at the sandstorm in front of you there. Huh.
We're right next to our tree too.
There you go. Just past Dutch Bluff on the right with a bit of hoodoos, and the map's not marked, but it looks like there's a good sandy camp right at the base of it just as you approach it, and it looks like there's a foot trail. I don't know if it's goats or people walking up around the side of it to get to the top of it for a better view, probably. Something to check out next time. I'm going to mark it on my map. Also, that's not on the map is at Walsh's Creek. There's a excellent high water camp. We stopped there for lunch, and it's not shown on the map either. So it's another stopping spot for camping. It's like an excellent high water camp. We just came ashore. Something to do with a old gold dredge. You can see a big chunk of it laying here. Probably full of gold stuck inside of there, Connor.
There's a sign.
Sears Dredge. Floated downriver for a summer of gold mining. Using true Yukon ingenuity, they improvised the dredge from a stripped down Caterpillar tractor, a car motor and various homemade parts. The bucket line was used to dig up the gravels, which were screened by the rotating trommel and then sluiced, leaving the gold bearing concentrates. Although the partners mined 72 ounces of flour or fine gold from the river bars in 20 days, they did not return the following season, and the dredge has remained here ever since. water's wide here.
Oh yeah. Huge. That's a spring did fucking wonders to that. Just ripped it apart. See that big bare spot on the top of that mountain? You think that's just rock or a burn?
Where? Oh,
Big
yeah.
empty spot.
Kind of weird, eh?
You get a better view of that bald mountain.
Yeah. We're coming up to an old sunken gold dredge, and there's a good high water camp there. So we're going to scope that out for tonight's evening. So we should be there in about maybe a kilometer. We should be approaching it. Take a look at it when we get there. Mountains are back in view again. We lost them for the last day or so on the big salmon. They dropped off to lowland, and now on the Yukon they're starting to pop back up. Just landed at our high water campsite. I'll show it to you in a sec. But you can see the trees that fall into the river, and the river just takes them down, and that's what causes those log piles or log jams. Not so much on the Yukon, but on the big salmon. These here still pile up. You get into an eddy somewhere or in front of an island, and nice view here. Get some mountains in the background. No bugs yet, so we should be good. You can see how fast that water's moving. It's the end of the day, Monday, day 9. We're on the Yukon now. We've been on it. We got on it this morning. We had 7 kilometers of the big salmon. And then I forget how far we went down this one, but I think we got about 70 or 80 more kilometers to Carmack's. But anyways, this is the site. Canoe's pulled up on shore, tied off. Another high water campsite. And this is the firewood we cut in the log piles. About 3-4 inch. Nice dry. Burns well. It's a smaller one. There is a tent pad over there. We're set up in there. We put a tarp up. We did a weather report off the GPS, and it sounds like we're going to get rain the next 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, the last 2 days of our trip actually. So we're not looking forward to that too much, but it is what it is. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Have a good evening. Good night. Good morning. This is day 10. Just broke camp. Rained lightly most of the night from 3 a.m. right till about 8 a.m. So we're off. We're going to stop. Today's camp is at Little Salmon Village. Hopefully we can get a site in there. Other than that, I don't know. Last 2 days. And we're going to stop tomorrow night 18 kilometers from Carmack's. So on Thursday morning we just got 18 clicks, maybe 2 hours if that. And our pickup is until 3 o'clock on Thursday, so trip is almost done. It's a bald eagle coming up here. I'll show it to you. Sitting on the cut bank.
Oh, he's sitting on a branch.
Just float quietly. He may not fly. You can see him on the cut bank, standing on the log. Big guy, eh?
Enjoying his morning.
Well, that was cool. I think he's waiting for the big salmon, or the salmon to come up and die, and then they'll eat them on the shorelines. This is what the book says anyways. One of those days you're gonna drop that phone right down and gone.
Fuck me, eh? Don't curse me now. Yeah, that's a good picture.
All the footage gone.
A real good mountain too. Sexy.
What are you gonna get with those?
Hmm?
What did you say you're gonna get with those pictures?
Pussy. I'm fucking with you.
How the hell are you gonna get pussy with pictures of the mountains?
No, those ones of me in front of the mountains. That's going on the dating profile. That's the one accolade I can brag about.
Maybe you'll be able to find a date for 2 years from now.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Finding a woman that would like to do something like this would be awesome. There's that one woman I follow on Instagram. She lives up here somewhere in the fucking Yukon, and she's always down on rivers, whitewater, fucking doing everything.
That'd be just a dream come true for you, eh?
Oh, yeah. I gotta message her, say, hey, I'm in Carmack's. Are you anywhere around here? I just want to talk about river stuff. Don't worry. And then you put the old fucking, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You sweet talk them.
Put the charm on.
Put the charm on. Damn, girl, you shit with that ass? Good line, eh?
You fucking stupid here.
I would say though, one of the most beautiful provinces I've ever been in. BC doesn't compare to this.
No?
No. Well, I don't know. I didn't see the, the mountainous BC Vancouver part, to be fair. But interior BC doesn't compare to this. It's beautiful in its own way, but this is better. Newfoundland is all just stunted trees and shit. It's beautiful, like I said, in its own way, but nothing like this.
No, that big salmon is 10 times better than the Dawson trip. See, just picture the Dawson trip, what you're doing right now.
Yeah, just
10 days
10
of this.
days of this.
10 days of this. There's
Excitement,
nothing.
a little excitement at the front.
Yeah.
And then 10 days of this.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I like that one. Big Sam was great. The log jams, shooting through.
No, every turn, every
rocks, every
corner,
turn.
everything was, it was action packed or beautiful mountains. There's always something.
Yeah, to keep
You had
your
one
mind
day,
busy.
one day of flat water in there someplace, eh? In the middle, kind of.
Yeah, the rain. I think the rainy day was kind of bullshitty.
Yeah.
Not too fast. But then even towards the end there, we got the fastest water we've seen.
Yeah.
Fun all the way through.
Not for the novice guy, I'll tell you that. You want it, you needed to paddle a canoe at least 20 hours under your belt just to know what to do.
Yeah. How to manipulate it, all that. Probably a little bit more if you're someone at the back, right? Because then you have to do some of the steering.
We only had one close call.
Oh yeah, that sweeper.
That log jam, wasn't it? Right in the corner, and then we just about didn't paddle out of it. Just. 2 more paddles and we'd have been into it. Smoky Mountains. Every morning that mist, or that, I don't know what the hell you'd call that.
Fog, mist, something. Precipitation getting pulled out.
Like the one in the front is just like a big cloud in front of the...
Well, that's what I was questioning in my own head, is whether that's precipitation getting poured out or clouds hitting and moving over the mountain.
Like this one right here in front of you, that looks pretty well like a cloud.
It's been a while since I've taken any sort of classes on weather, you know, back in fucking high.
Well, it just started lightly raining. Rain jackets are on. Beautiful slopes where there should be grizzly bears walking, but there isn't. We haven't even seen one bear yet, or a salmon. Lots of eagles. We've seen a bull moose, seen a cow and a calf moose, seen 4 grouse on the road trip in Canal Road. Other than that, beavers, a couple of beavers. Whiskey jacks, few whiskey jacks, a lot of those, I don't know if they're sandpipers or something like that, walking the shore. And kingfishers, lots of kingfishers. What do you want?
I'm just gonna grab the sweater to make sure the fishing rods don't fall off.
Take it. Take it.
Thank you.
grassy area down on the bottom left. I bet you that's where that Twin Creeks comes in. Clare Creek and Twin Creeks. It says there's a good camp there. We should look at them anyway just to see. It doesn't say high water camp or nothing, it just says good camp. At both the creeks, I think. Then there should be some kind of a clearing from the old wood lot where they took all the wood for the stern wheelers. So we'll go left bank then. River left. Those swells throw you all over the place, eh?
Yeah.
Those boils or whatever. It's got to be
What
big.
causes that?
I think big boulders on the bottom of the river, and the water is swirling around them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it like the same thing you'd see in the river, but down deep. I think. I have no idea. Yep. Not much of a hoodoo on that. Maybe they fell down since you wrote the book. Oh, here's your second creek. Left.
There we go. Yeah, slow moving ones, eh?
Yeah. No flow. No stagnant with it. So, oh, there's a campsite here too, though, eh?
Yeah. Looks like it.
Aye.
Looks like it.
I'll mark that on there too. Yeah. To me, there is, yeah. So there's one after the second creek, also. Just past it. Oh yeah, it shows it there. So there's 4 choices there. So I was wrong then. I said on that map there was none, eh? So you had 4 choices on that
Yeah, not too bad.
on that map. Now there's nothing on the rest of this map.
Let's keep us right of this fucking log.
I wonder if that's where they stayed. They must have to have stayed there, because they would have passed us this morning if there was no other place to camp.
Nope.
They would have to been here, or that that sandy camp thing there, maybe. We call that Selkirk Rock. It's not even a rock. Right now we're just coasting, and I'm looking at my GPS, and by just not paddling, just sitting here in the Yukon River, we're traveling 10.7 kilometers an hour, almost 11 kilometers an hour without even brushing a stroke. So you could sit here for what, 5 hours and you do 50 clicks. Crazy, eh? So it's see, what does make sense, it's faster than the big salmon. What were we pushing, coasting 7 or something, I think, eh?
The big salmon, yeah, I think we were on 7.
Just sitting idle.
Yeah. And the fast parts, 7.
So, and you're going quicker here then?
Yeah. I think it just looks more exciting on the big salmon because it's a smaller river,
Yeah,
right?
it's narrower and more ripples and stuff.
But that really fast part, the guys from Peterborough did say they got up to 13.5.
Yeah.
So I bet we hit those speeds as well too.
If not more, like that lower water where it was faster, I bet you're up to 15 kilometers an hour.
Oh yeah.
That second last day or whatever it was there.
But yeah, like if you could easily just get off the big salmon and just float down this river for a day and get halfway to Carmack. Well, I mean, it'd be fucking pointless.
Just sleep in the canoe.
Yeah. Just hope you don't hit a fucking log. You wake up in the morning, I'm fucking gone. Hit a log in the river, fell off about 20 kilometers back.
Where's Connor? No bears. I don't know why. I want to see one bear, at least. But I don't want to see him at my camp at night. You can see the boils in the water. Must be rocks underneath there with the speed of the water just curling. Well, it was supposed to rain all day and it turned out perfect actually.
A little overcast at night.
Overcast, a little cool, the odd little sprinkle. It rained through the night lightly, but nothing crazy. We're able to get the tent down dry, so not much firewood picking here either, eh, Connor?
No.
No log jams.
Couple islands, but no logs on them.
Well, I hope at that Little Salmon Village there's going to be somebody there with hot dogs. I'd pay $10 a hot dog. 2 hot dogs, a little bit of ketchup or mustard, I'm good. Light rain. A little chilly this morning too, eh?
A little
Chilly,
Yeah, a little bit.
cool. Next time I'm going to bring a thermometer to see what we're sitting at. When you do that weather forecast, does it give you the temperature or not?
Yeah, it does. It's in Fahrenheit though, and I can never fucking read that. I grew up on Celsius. I think it said a high of 59 today.
That's cool. 70 is roughly 20.
And yesterday was 64, today's 59.
No wonder my feet are cold. that on the big salmon?
It might have been on the Yukon, but 1900.
We're 1860
Yeah, not that much. 40 meters.
feet.
Or feet, no, 40 feet.
Says there's a good camp in the trees in about a kilometer or so.
On the left or right?
Right. I'm gonna stop for the noodles. I think I'm cold. Put some socks on. No?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Pull the barrel. Pull the stove.